What's up, everybody? It's Grim, and this is a huge shoot interview today with Pete Corvus. Pete Corvus, first time back in months here on GTS. Yeah, we've had a lot of back and forth problems, a lot of issues, and we want to resolve them today. Now, some things kayfabe, some things shoot, but we're going to talk about it. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is you got your dumb ass fired from SWF. And you basically, after that, you just quit. Like, because you were back at GTS. I did not fire you.
No, you didn't. No, I pretty much quit wrestling for...
And why? Did you get your sand in your vagina or something? Like, tell us why you had to deprive the audience of the Pete Corvus they know and love just because SWF fired you.
So... You know this, that I never wanted to work for SWF. It wasn't a big, it's just not a place that I wanted to be.
Right.
So I got booked, and I got booked, and I got booked. I was like, okay, cool, this is kind of fun.
It's a great place to work.
SWF
gets a bad rap, but SWF is awesome.
Right, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I judged a book by its cover, which was my problem.
Which is fair.
Yeah, so I judged a book by its cover, and I judged Rob by his cover, and I based Rob off of a... Balls Mahoney.
A shoot interview from Balls Mahoney.
Not even the shoot interview. When he's in the middle of the ring and he's like, nobody works for Rob Fury. He's a terrible businessman. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Rob Fury must suck. Oh, he's the worst.
That was I think, a 10 years ago promo from Balls Mahoney.
Just about, maybe
trashing Rob Fury.
Yeah.
I think Balls Mahoney's been dead for 5 years.
Oh my God. Oh, anyway, so, God, it's been that long.
But let's talk about why you got fired. Right. You got fired in a group chat.
I got fired in a group chat for not wanting to flyer.
Now, when you're a part of an independent wrestling promotion, you're expected to do some promotion, and you're expected to pay dues when you're getting into the business. Now, you like to think, I'm Mr. Justified Ego, I'm on GTS, I'm a huge star, I'm Pete Corvus. Right. But in the wrestling world, independent wrestling, you are a noob. You're a noob and you have dues to pay, especially in the eyes of the veterans.
Right.
So therefore, when they say, Pete, we need you to come down and throw up some flyers at some convenience stores, and you're like, fuck you, I'm not doing it.
No. I said I was away for the weekend. That was my problem. I was away for the weekend.
You said something about, like, if you expect me to come down there and put up your stupid little flyers, I'd rather just not be here. And they're like, well, fuck you.
Hold on.
Bye.
I have the messages.
He saves them.
Because I think I sent them to you.
Well, you know what? Just text them to me, and then I'll overlay them so people can read them.
I'd have to find it.
And then that way we don't have to...
I said, are you helping on any rentals? Sadly, no. I leave for tonight after work, and I won't be available all weekend. And I said, where did it go? There's more here. Oh, it's this way. I work on the weekends normally. I just can't lose money to take off the flyer. I promote my matches much like everyone else does. I don't plan on driving an hour and a half from Brooklyn to walk around I meant to put center. Posting flyers all day either. Are you going to pay my gas and tolls to come from upstate New York this weekend? Are you going to pay for my gas and tolls and my missed days at work because you want me down there to flyer? I didn't think so.
Well, why say that when you can say nothing?
Right. Which
you can literally say, unfortunately, I can't do it this weekend, but maybe next weekend I'd be able to. You made it act like, fuck you guys, I'm too cool to put out flyers, so I'm not doing it. I went
much further than I should have with it.
Because too stupid.
Because I'm stupid, and I don't think when I'm tired. And it was like 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I had just woken up to walk my dogs, open the text, hey, are you coming down to flyer? No, unfortunately, I'm unavailable this weekend. I probably should have just closed it there and went back to sleep and just let the messages pile up. But the notifications annoyed me that I just...
This is a lesson that many people can learn, and it can apply not just to wrestling, but to everything. Shut your mouth! Ears open, mouth shut. And you'll avoid yourself a lot of problems because...
I used to do good with that, and then I don't know what happened. And then I got too big for myself.
Yeah, see? And that's the thing. You posted something on Twitter the other day, and I was just like, I wanted to jump through Twitter and choke you.
What did I post on Twitter?
Well, we were talking about the Tommy Salami situation, and you said something about our egos are deserved. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Who says that?
I did say that.
Who says that? Finn Balor wouldn't say that. Roman Reigns wouldn't say that.
I don't think that I meant it like
our egos are deserved.
It can't definitely not take it out of context, but it was definitely written poorly.
All right, first of all,
I'm not good at Twitter. Obviously, as you can see, I'm on my 5th one already.
Yes, but the point is you're also not good at verbalizing.
No,
you
I'm
just.
terrible.
I think you have diarrhea of the mouth.
I like to say what comes to mind, but that's not always good for me.
Think before you act. That's called mouth brain. The mouth goes before the brain.
I don't have mouth brain.
You do have mouth brain.
I have mouth brain. I don't.
The mouth goes before the brain.
I don't have.
Oh crap! Shouldn't have said that. Oh crap! Shouldn't have said that.
Pete, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm not good.
Why say that when you can say nothing?
I probably should have. And obviously, going into it, after the fact, I was like, and then Rob was like, "Yeah, you're no longer welcome on the shows. You're off the show." So I was like,
"Yeah,
all right, whatever, no big deal. This will boil over." Dalton got the treatment. This happened to Dalton 8 times. I think I can get through this. No big deal. Nope, I'm still here, and it's
well, Dalton.
Almost May.
Dalton has probably done some of the worst stuff that I've ever seen anybody do.
Right, and they brought him back.
But he still keeps getting brought back. You want to know why? Because he's very good manipulator. Dalton will drop back and, I'm so sorry. I will do this for you. I will do that for you.
Right.
I know you're a busy man and you don't have time for my shenanigans. The way he apologizes, he comes across as genuine.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and you almost feel bad for the dumbass. And you almost realize, okay, maybe he's half a brained idiot.
And then you're like, oh, wow, he's doing so well. And then he goes and does it again.
Yeah, and the thing is, he will come and do the grunt work and kind of pay that due.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you won't. You'll be like, I'm not doing this.
Right. I honestly.
And, all right, so let's get to GTS, for example, because you come and go to GTS for so long. You're one of the fan favorites. You're an OG. And I catch crap all the time. Why don't you bring Pete back? Why don't you bring Pete back? You guys have to understand, there's a very, very few people from GTS that are fired that are not there because of me. Everyone else that you don't see, let's say, for example, KC Navarro, Kid Christian. You guys love him. You want him on GTS. He's welcome to come. There's no heat between us. He's just, right now, he's injured. He's usually booking, getting traveled all over the country. He just doesn't have time to appear on GTS.
Right.
What is your issue?
Work.
Work.
Work is always, that is 100% my issue, always. Work is
and there you have
work
it.
is my issue.
So he can't come.
I work Mondays,
so it's not my fault.
Fridays, and usually I work Sunday mornings, which is when
I do the best I can to bring him down here, but I can't.
He texts me all the time.
I do. Pete, come to GTS. Pete, come to GTS.
And then you will tweet at me, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad. And then
well, the thing is, now this is the issue that I had now with your friend, and we're going to talk about this. Tommy Solano.
Oh, I thought you didn't. I didn't think you were going to mention him by name.
Yeah. No, I don't care. The thing is, I love Tommy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
But the thing is with Tommy.
Tommy's worse than me.
Well, apparently lately, the issue I had with Tommy, and Tommy is one of those who is not on GTS currently because of me, but because of him. Tommy screwed Tommy.
I thought you were going to say because of me. I was like, what did I do? Oh,
no, Pete screwed Pete, but that's out of SWF. You're fine with me.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We have no heat.
SWF is the only place that fired me. Everyone, every place else was like, hey, I'm not showing up anymore.
But Tommy screwed Tommy, and we're going to talk about that for a second. I can get your point of view and what your thought on it. Now, Tommy, this is my issue with Tommy, and there was the breaking point, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. However, it was other things where Tommy was not on the show for 2 straight months, but yet Tommy was in the chat micromanaging things, commenting about things. You're not there, okay? So to comment when an incident happens backstage, and then he has to throw in his 2 cents. Well, you should do this, and you should do that, and this guy this, and this guy that. You're not there. You don't know what happened.
Right.
Okay? And then questioning my booking decisions of why this guy's going to be here and why that guy's going to be there, and constantly trashing on it. And then when I tried to sign up everybody on the cameos, and Cameo kicked them off because they weren't famous enough, and he's laughing about it.
Cameo kick people off?
Yeah. You have to have a certain level of popularity on social media to participate on Cameo.
That's why I lost the first one.
Yeah. And they said, this guy's only got 800 followers. Even though he's on GTS and fans might want him, he's only got 800 followers. We want somebody who's going to
get anything for them.
Right. I sell a couple cameos a week. You know what I mean? Therefore, I have enough social media popularity. You probably would. Tommy probably would. Yeah. But someone like Justice D. DeVille perhaps does not. So they kicked people off. And Tommy's like, I'm like, why would you laugh at your fellow friends on GTS? See, you're laughing.
No, I'm laughing at your laugh.
Because that's what he's doing. Like, why? And then the straw that broke the camel's back was, I had him booked for 3 things at Grimomania. 3 things.
Yes.
Super Pop Battle Royal, which was a Rumble, really.
Right.
I had him booked in as one of the 6 in the Food in the Fridge ladder match, and he was supposed to be the special guest referee for me versus Vlad.
Right.
Right? And when I took him out of the Food in the Fridge, because there was 6 other guys who were showing up consistently every day, working their asses off to get a spot at Grimomania, how am I supposed to tell one of those guys that they can't have a spot?
Sorry, I can't do that because Tommy's coming back for the 800th time.
Right.
To have his spot.
Like, and the thing is, like, I book things on the fly. You know how I do.
Yeah.
Marcus Schuyler versus Kirby was not booked for Grimomania, but it happened inside of the steel cage because they happened to be there and it made sense at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Tommy, it's not worth it for me to drive all the way down from Brooklyn just for a battle royal. And I'm like, first of all, it's honoring my grandfather, so that's a spit in my face.
Right.
And second of all, you're telling me that it's not worth it for you to show up for 2 big spots at Grimomania. Spoiler, I was going to have him win because I was going to have him win the battle royal because that was an OG thing. You know what I mean? He's from Super Pop's house. You know what I mean? Like, and he's a big dude and he's popular. I thought people would pop for that and what have you. But for me in my head, now he didn't know that, but for me in my head to be like, yeah, I'm going to put my friend Tommy, I want him to win that to honor my grandfather. And then for him to tell me that it wasn't worth coming, I'm like, then I don't want you on my show at all.
Right.
Bunch of things built up and then that.
Of course, that's...
Yeah.
Right.
And I haven't talked to him since. And he literally texted me. Apparently people have said he's texted me an apology. I haven't even read it. You can look on my phone.
I read the apology already. Yeah, I read the apology.
Okay. Whatever.
It's not...
I mean, I'm sure, you know...
So he apologized because he knew that he did wrong.
Not because he meant it.
No. He meant it, but I don't think that he thought that he was going to get fired. Like... So, like, me, Tommy J, Bonifer Joe, everyone that's been in the yard, like in the first yard, we feel a bit invincible, kind of. At least I do. Me and Tommy do. We feel a bit invincible when it comes to GTS. We can come and go as we please. We can say and do what we want because
we're OGs.
Because we're from the yard. We've been through everything. We know. Like
our egos are deserved.
Our egos are deserved. Right? Don't follow me on Twitter. And all that. But I think Tommy, not that it's a problem, but I think you took what he said differently than what he meant. Because I know that he was like, oh, well, I come down as I do the Rumbles and I do the Battle Royals. I don't think that he meant that as a disrespect to your grandfather. And I know like that Tommy does not disrespect anyone that he likes or that he knows. That's not his thing at all. Like, I'm not just defending Tommy because he's my friend. I'm defending Tommy because it's Tommy. Like,
but that's the way it comes off.
Right, and that's the thing. I always say it's our New York attitudes, but it's not. It's just it's how we are. I think there was a bit of an overreaction on both sides. I don't think that Tommy should have been fired.
See, I think I underreacted because you have no idea. When I got that message, I was walking around Target and I was fucking seething.
Right.
Okay? Like seething. Like I couldn't shop, I couldn't focus. I was just literally walking there. I was like this, shaking. I was that mad.
I don't think he should have been fired, but I don't necessarily say that you're wrong.
Like if he was in front of me, I probably would have lunged at him.
Of course, fair enough. But I don't think he should have been fired for that. Everything else,
it was that on top of everything else.
Right. So everything else, like being built up, that's fine, and I understand why you did it. But I don't think that he should have been fired just for that. Like if
that was just the last straw,
right? Like if he said, "Hey,"
I told him 2 weeks before that. I said, "Dude, you're being a real dickhead lately."
And me and Mike were saying that too. Me and Swanson were telling him that, like in our friend group chat that we have, like outside,
that he was being a dickhead.
They're like, "Dude, like you're getting yourself fired. Like you're trying to get fired." He's like, "I don't care anymore. I've been there forever. You won't fire me and all that." That's not what he said, but like that's.
But see, that attitude we can't have.
Right, but I don't know. I feel like maybe summertime we can, bring him back. Big move. Tommy's back. I don't know. I don't. I think that like he understands what he did. He knows what he did was wrong, and what he said was wrong, not what he did. What he said was wrong, and he understands that. And I think the apology comes from finally getting caught with like finally being fired and all that. But I don't think that like he lost his love for wrestling too. Yeah. Like
I could see that. Like
right.
I just felt like
he doesn't tweet anything about it anymore. Like we'll go to shows. I'm like, whatever. It's wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like hey, wrestling. Yeah, cool, whatever.
Well, see, this is the thing. If you want to be part of wrestling and you want the guys, see, there's a difference too. There's guys who just want to show up to do GTS, and then there's guys who are, most of them now at this point, who want to do live events.
Right.
You know, and I say, listen, there's a difference. If you want to show up to GTS, you know what I mean? We can cut if you screw up. You know what I mean? You don't have to be fully trained. I'm not going to put you in there with a guy from the independent scene, you know what I mean, while you learn and what have you. A guy like Justice, for example. He doesn't go to wrestling school. He's not trained. He's learning. He shows up. He does what I ask of him. You know what I mean? He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not looking at me like, oh, hey, can you get me on SWF? You know what I mean?
He knows his limits.
Right.
Right.
And, you know, maybe one day he'll be good enough to get on SWF, and I'll get him on SWF. But until then, I have all these other guys who all want to be part of live shows, whether it's SWF and me getting them on, or Modern Vintage, or whatever other shows they're all doing. Put in the work to be a pro wrestler then, if you want to do live events, not just a GTS performer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a difference.
Right. And I know you and Tommy want to do shows, but you're not going to a school. You're not coming down to GTS to train. And the thing is, you get in there and it looks like crap. I'm not going to lie. That match I saw that you guys did at Crossroads was garbage.
Oh, it was terrible.
Horrible.
I hated it.
And that was because you guys hadn't been in a ring in 2 months. You can't be a wrestler and say, I want to do live shows if you're not getting in a ring at least once or twice a week. I'm sorry.
My last match before that was the Regal Rumble.
And that's not really a match.
Yeah, and I literally got in there, did a clothesline, was out, and I left. That was it. That was all I did.
Right.
Yeah, and then I had one more match after that, and then I quit.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my big plan, was Mega Slam was going to be the final show that I did.
So what are your plans for the future of Pete Corvus? Are you back in GTS? Are you going to be coming regularly, or is you're still going to be a per appearance when I feel like it kind of guy?
I'm going to do the Undertaker. I'm joking. I'm going to pull the Undertaker Legends contract.
Yeah.
You book me, and I come. No. So next couple weeks, I'm off on Sundays as of right now.
Okay. So you should be showing up.
So I should.
So guys, you can expect Pete Corvus to be. I'd like for you.
I should be on the next few episodes.
Let's do a run with you through Suck-a-Slam through August. Try to be regular.
I'd like to, but that's the thing. Like now, my summer schedule is coming up with the other job.
Okay.
And if I can get the days off, that'd be great. At least work in the mornings and I can show up in the afternoon for the tapings. That'd be nice.
So there you have it. We're going to try to have Pete Corvus back here on the show. That's what we're hoping for. We guys will hope you enjoyed the shoot interview here. Stay tuned for more from Pete Corvus.
Oh boy.
And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah.